So, Dr. Ashley, you've just done a strength seminar with Langworthy Medical Practice in Salford. Can you just tell people who may not know, what does strength training actually mean or entail?
Yeah, so there's a difference between strength exercise and strength training. So strength exercises can be as simple as sitting and standing out of your chair. Strength training, I think, takes it a little bit further and it makes sure that people are adhering to these strength exercises in the long term for the benefit of their muscle strength and health.
And you mentioned as part of the seminar that a lot of these kind of movements people will already be doing anyway. Can you kind of give an example? I really like that slide where it gave like everyday examples of what they actually mean. Could you just give a couple?
Absolutely. So when I talk about the squat, again, like I said, sitting and standing. So getting out of your chair is a squat. When I talk about deadlifts, it's picking your children off the floor. It's picking groceries off the floor. Lunging, it is like going up and down the stairs. And when I talk about the shoulder press, it's like putting away the dishes in your top level cupboard. So simple movements that you're doing already all day, except that it's with a little bit more intention in this time. And you want to practice those movements and you want to practice them with increasing progression of weight so that you do build that strength that we need for health and longevity.
Thank you. And then in terms of kind of obviously you're doing a lot of these seminars with healthcare professionals as well as kind of other different kind of cohorts of people. But people have like hectic, busy lives. So how does the strength training kind of fit into those kind of busier lifestyles or schedules?
Yeah, that's a great question. So that is kind of the number one barrier that we come up is time, right? And, a lot of people don't have time to get in that structured, planned exercise in their leisure time. So after work, when they have to come home, and especially women have all of these other tasks that they need to do when they get home. So time is that barrier. So what I'm asking people to do is actually to do strength exercises in the workplace, so during their workday, and to do that with intention, and so that they can, one, help reduce that sedentary behavior that we know is so dangerous, but two, actually get in some muscle strengthening exercise so that when they get home, maybe they do have a little bit more energy.
There was a really good question from someone in that seminar just now about, because we know that a lot of people have like Apple Watches or equivalents, that kind of give you notifications or reminders to stand. And the question was something like, are those helpful? Are those something that we should be kind of paying attention to? And your answer was great, if you want to repeat it.
Yeah, no, that question was really good. So for those people who have watches that remind them to stand every hour on the hour, I suggested using that as a prompt to get in your 1 minute strength break. So not only standing, but doing some sit to stand. So doing about 10 or 15 of those every time your watch does remind you to do that will help to then release the blood that has been pooling in the lower body from sitting for an hour or two.
So we kind of talked about some of the more kind of simple things that people can start doing to move more in the day, which is great. It's very kind of relatable. And even if you have busy days, sorry, the distraction of the lovely joyous sounds in the background is great. I think my final question is really about, the benefits of strength training, especially used kind of in conjunction with kind of walking and kind of movements like that. I think, have you noticed there's a change that's happened with kind of the uptake or interest in strength training?
Absolutely. So I think week on week, I get more and more inquiries and discussions about how we can integrate strength into our everyday lives, in which case Greater Manchester is the expert in that, Greater Manchester Moving. And so working together to get also not only this aerobic base of moving, but remembering that there's two parts of the guidelines, aerobic and muscle strengthening. So we want to make sure that we're equally promoting both of those activities. So there was a question today about having a walk around the park. So these guys have access to a nice green area. And it was suggested that they could do their muscle strengthening activities before or after or during the walk, so that they're getting benefit of the aerobic exercise as well as the muscle strengthening benefits for muscle, bone, and joints.
Yeah, definitely. It's that kind of both of them together, isn't it? There's
both together are better than one or either alone.
Yeah. I say it was my last question. final thing, I promise.
Final.
If someone wanted to know more about kind of your work and what you do, where can they find more information?
So I'm on most social media platforms, so people can find me under my name, Ashley Gluchowski. I've got also a website where people can look and understand a little bit more about strength training specific. So if you want to follow me, I always give a lot of good strength training research and advice to people, but that website specifically is for people who want to really have dedicated learning to strength training. So we've got some learning videos up there, we've got some exercise demonstration videos up there, and we will be releasing our brand new 3-minute strength break at work video, so do look forward to that.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for your time.